This video is made possible through an affiliate partnership with Humble Bundle. Any purchase you make from the Humble Bundle website using my links in the description below helps support the channel.
Hello people, I'm MPage. Welcome back to MPage Engaged, a show that you all probably forgot existed, didn't you? Didn't you? I mean, I don't blame you. The whole chicken nugget thing kinda took over the whole reacting thing on my side for a while, but I never forget my roots. So, we are back at it again with more reactions, and this time I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to react to film theory. The reason I call this risky territory is because, like, Theorist Group is a big multi-channel thing that has at least 4, maybe 5 channels and makes a lot of money. I don't know how many channels they have, but I know they make a lot of money. So much money, that, in fact, that MATPAT is actually recently decided to step down from hosting duties. And while MATPAT will dearly be missed, I do think it's fair to take a look at one of his more recent forays before he leaves. This is Film Theory, Bluey is a Witch. Like, why am I doing this? Because a lot of my friends have shoved it in my face, and I might as well react to it, because what else am I gonna do? Watch it without reacting to it? Anyway, since the Theorist channels do make a lot of money, I think they have Content ID on their side. So I'm going to argue my case that this is fair use by posting the reasons I believe so now. So with that all said, please don't take my video down. Love you. So with all that legal jargon out of the way, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, a Halloween. I like the Halloween stuff, especially in January, apparently. Ooh, is there a cauldron? Oh. That was some knockoff animation for a second. I like the title animation. That was pretty clever. Oh, ha ha ha, barking mad.
There's Bluey, her sister Bingo, her father Bandit, and her mom Chili. Each 8-minute episode sees them engaging in simple everyday adventures.
Exposition, exposition, rush it out ASAP.
Pretending there's a fairy causing mischief in the house, to their dad acting as a...
Okay, for one, I don't think there are pretend fairies. We do see a real one at the end, and it doesn't explain half of the stuff that the fairies end up doing.
To their dad acting as a human claw machine.
You mean a dog claw machine? These aren't humans. Like, do these look like humans, do you? What are you, furry?
I'm still late night binging episodes of Bluey and relating hard to Bandit.
I mean, who wouldn't relate hard to Bandit? Like, look at him. Is he not the most relatable daddy dog you've ever seen? Daddy, daddy, daddy. What?
Becoming an escaped monkey rampaging through the yard.
I mean, I guess I can kind of be magic given how old Bandit would probably be at this point. I don't think he'd make a jump like that with a bad back, but then again, he does go on runs every morning, so who knows, maybe he is trying his best to stay in shape.
Is magic real in Bluey? Are all of these games actually the result of the characters casting spells, hexes, and charms on each other? Well, after digging back into the world of Bluey and pulling out some classic Theorist tricks, I believe that I can definitively prove the answer to be yes.
I mean, at least it's, like, more entertaining. Like, Wizards of Waverly Place was a show about a family of magic wizards, but the wizard part seems to take a back seat to, like, school and young adult drama.
Bingo gets upset because Bluey won't let her have a turn with the xylophone, and when she finally gets hold of it later on in the episode, Bingo uses it to freeze Bluey, and it works. If Bluey truly wants the xylophone as badly as she does, and doesn't want to play along, this 7-year-old girl, she could just easily break the rules of the game and take it from Bingo.
Wasn't she technically 6 at the time the episode came out? Who cares?
You always never take turns with me, and it makes me feel sad.
No.
You forgot the SIC in brackets. Great, now I need to give an English lesson. If you see someone quote someone in a written work, and you see the letters S-I-C in brackets, it usually comes after a sentence that is written outside of the conventional norms of written material. And that bracket thing exists to tell you that the way it's written was the way it was presented. So if I were to write a sentence like, I don't know how to do the sex. It sounds like it looks like a weird sentence when you write it out loud, right? So if you were to quote me directly with those words, you could put the SIC in brackets at the end, and that tells people, yeah, it's a weird sentence, but that's how he said it, so that's how I'm quoting it. English lesson over. I would like to add that technically Bingo wasn't playing along because, like, when Bandit got the xylophone, he tried to freeze her with him multiple times and she just kept running.
Freeze! Oh, never mind. She'll keep.
You see her turn the toilet seat heavy just as her dad's getting ready to do his business. And instead of breaking from the game, he chooses to run downstairs and relieve himself, well, it's unclear where exactly, but it's implied to be in the front yard.
I will say that is dedication to the bit, but it's also kind of stupid considering the house has 2 bathrooms as seen in the episode Easter.
Oh no! What? I might be in Dad's toilet.
Oh, Bandit.
But here's a deal that doesn't stink, the Humble Winter Sale. So many PC games from so many publishers, all available at wildly discounted prices. But grab some while you can, cause this sale ends February 5th. Here's a deal I can personally recommend without being sus. 4 copies of Among Us for under $12. Now you and your friends can bicker over who vented or killed their fellow crewmate in the security camera room while you are trying in vain to scan your freaking ID card in the admin! Anyway, that's my recommended deal, and as always, I do get a commission on sales from anywhere on the site if you use my link. Thank you for listening, and now back to the video.
When Bluey isn't looking, Chief Bandit still decides to break into Wendy's yard and start eating her laundry. He even headbutts her in the rear end when she threatens to bring in chili. That right there, again, is a level of commitment that's either the result of magic or just extreme irresponsibility on the part of Bandit.
I mean, what about the possibility that, like, while he was running on all fours to Wendy's house, he's just like, hey, Wendy, I'm pretending to be a sheep. Can you play along? And she's like, oh, of course. And then they do the bit.
So, seriously, Wendy's got to be the most patient neighbor ever to be living next to these public nuisances. But the thing that really decides it is that even when the kids stop playing the game, Bandit doesn't drop the act. He is still acting like a sheep 20 minutes later, while his kid's been upstairs playing with the neighbor and his wife is just wrapping up her alone time.
Is everything okay? Yep, all good here.
Why is he still doing it when everyone else has moved on from the game?
And more importantly, why is he still allowing Wendy to cut his hair? I'm pretty sure he liked the mullet he had in that episode, even though probably no one else did.
Bingo sneaks into the bathroom, heavies Bluey's toothbrush without her hearing, and it just magically works.
Ugh, that's weird. What's heavy?
Up to this point,
Dogs have really good hearing, and she whispered heavy right on the tip of Bluey's ear. I'm pretty sure she caught it.
Bluey hasn't been a part of the game, so she wouldn't know that things are meant to be heavy. And while she could just be pretending to not see or hear Bingo, the way her reactions are animated certainly seems to indicate that Bluey is unaware of anything that's going on.
I mean, that would imply that Bandit's unaware of what's going on. But Bandit does acknowledge Bingo the first time she tried to make the cereal heavy and it didn't work. But when she did it a second time, all of a sudden he's into the bit.
Cereal heavy.
Huh?
I said cereal heavy.
Oh, what's going on?
Throughout the episode, we check in on Bandit as he attempts to prepare his breakfast. But there's one moment that absolutely stands out.
What's wrong, Bandit? You used to be able to lift spoons.
Did you catch it? Here, as Bandit tries to use this broom and rugby ball to pry the spoon off the floor, the broom physically bends, and that ball is squeezed under the heavy weight of the spoon. And we see the broom bend starting at the spoon. There is no way that this could happen if the spoon was at its normal weight. Literally no physical way for that to happen. Therefore, the feather wand actually had to have worked on that spoon, giving us even more definitive proof that magic actually exists in the Bluey-verse. And that suddenly puts other episodes into a whole new context.
I'm gonna throw a Hail Mary here. What if the spoon was conveniently next to a dip in the floor and that Bandit is kind of cheating to the camera by dipping the broom into the hole in the floor that he can't lift so as to make it look like he's trying to lift the spoon? I'm just guessing here at this point.
Everyone's hiding in the closet, and Bingo is tasked with finding clues as to what the fairies might want in order to leave him alone. When she returns sometime later, the house's sitting room is a disaster. Toys and trash are scattered everywhere. Figurines are hanging from the ceiling. Koalas just chilling. Like I said, this is an Australian show. It's implied that Bingo was the one doing all this, but there's just no way.
Yeah, the fairies are the only thing I'll capitulate on. Like, with Bingo alone, there's no way she did all of that. It's like she usually either tidies toys away or leaves them on the ground. There's no way you mess up a room just perfectly. How would she even reach the freaking high wall to put the thongs up there?
After discovering a fairy ring with Bandit's phone inside, they turn around and find that the entire yard has been covered in fairy rings. There is no way that Bandit and Chili could have set all of these up. We see them in literally every scene leading up to this big reveal.
Yeah, another thing I can say is like if it was Bandit and Chili, one, why would Chili or Bandit have their phone in a fairy ring if they really have to get work done, like they're really busy and stuff? And number two, why would they put Chattermax in one? Because I'm pretty sure the last thing they want is for Chattermax to come back into their realm of existence with their annoying song and dance.
Additionally, Chili's often shown to be able to control the magic within the games that Bluey and Bingo come up with.
Okay, you gotta watch the way you animate that thing. Do you want another Bluey Gate? Because that's how you get another Bluey Gate! That was Film Theory, Bluey a Witch. I could say he's got some good points, but I think he's kind of glossing over some details a bit. But of course, I only see these things because, like, the episodes of Bluey I watch over and over. I like to pause, rewind, zoom, look at the details and all that good stuff. I mean, while I could debunk some of the stuff he said, I will admit, like, he does have a good point of perspective. Like, I'm not in the house, so I don't know how stuff like that goes down. So I don't know if it's really magic or if they're really into pretend. But if it really is magic, like I could just imagine the kind of weird stuff that would happen if I was in their house, even for a weekend. But you know what? Like, it felt good to sit down and watch a MATPAT video again and just, like, get away from the people that try to make him out like he's toxic. Like, sure, he's done a couple of bad things here and there, but like toxicity begets toxicity, because like it's easy to point the finger at someone and say they're toxic, but the hard part is not becoming toxic yourself and undermining what you're saying. But yeah, I really enjoyed this video. Please don't take my video down, MATPAT. Thank y'all for watching, and until next time, coconuts have water in them.